あれは幼女の皮をかぶった化け物です。
Top 10 animes where the main character is the villain. Alright, so what are the top 10 animes where the main character is the villain? Let's find out.
他の子と付き合ってても好きなの。
Number 10, School Days. Starting from number 10, the first anime on our list is the infamous harem anime classic called School Days. Now, if you've ever been in the anime community for a while, you probably didn't have to watch the anime to realize the main character is an absolute scumbag. Just pure, irredeemable garbage. That's what he is. You see, School Days focuses on the dark side of the harem genre and how badly it can backfire. It is a different kind of anime that will most definitely leave you with an unpleasant feeling. There is nothing remotely happy about this anime. It starts off as a normal romance between a shy boy and a beautiful girl, but eventually leads to death. I would recommend watching it purely for the sake of satisfying your curiosity.
誠くんに恥ずかしくない彼女になるんです。
ことの葉。
誠くんのために。
なあ、おい。
だけど、そんな夜はここで終わり。みんな、お家に帰ろう。
Number 9, Happy Sugar Life.
このままじゃダメ。ダメになる。
Believe it or not, Happy Sugar Life is actually kind of similar to School Days in some ways. The story follows a beautiful pink-haired lady named Sato. She seems all goofy and casual at first glance, especially when you consider how she treats guys. But what nobody knows about is the darkness that exists deep inside this woman's heart. She falls in love with a young girl named Shio and starts living with her. However, of course, this is not a sweet girls love anime, not even close. It's a psychological horror, and for what it's worth, Sato is willing to use social manipulation or even kill if something or someone gets in the way of her relationship. She's a yandere.
二度と私のことを勝手に探るのをやめてね。私ちょっと怒ってるんだけど。
いけってんだ、このオカルト野郎。
Number 8, Elfen Lied.
それはちょっとないんじゃないかい。
Moving on, we have Elfen Lied at number 8, and it's basically about a girl named Lucy who had to undergo brutal human experimentations. She was treated as a guinea pig and had many things done to her. Why, you may wonder? Simply because she was born with horns and invisible telekinetic hands? Just things to think about. How much torture can a human being endure before they finally go insane? For Lucy, she went on a killing spree the moment she saw an opening. She completely violated anyone who stood in the way, killed them all, and escaped to the vicinity. Though because of a head injury during her escape, Lucy is left with a personality disorder, which turns her into a clueless and harmless girl. Now, where will this story go from here on out?
我々が待ち望んだ純粋。
お前など私には必要ない。
だからチクったりしたらあんたを殺すよ。
Number 7, Terror in Resonance. Well, after human experimentation, we have Terrorism at number 7. Terror in Resonance, to be more precise, but hey, there are also hints of human experimentation in this anime as well, so I don't know. Putting it simply, it's about two boys named 9 and 12 who plan and carry out a terrorist attack on a nuclear facility in Japan. As you may expect, this is a big deal. Definitely not to be taken lightly, but the authorities couldn't track down the perpetrators. And then, about 6 months later, the terrorists drop a video on the internet. They label themselves as Sphinx and threaten to cause destruction throughout Tokyo. I wouldn't spoil the plot revelation, you have to see for yourself just how deep this rabbit hole goes.
そのまま来た道を戻って通路の陰に隠れろ。急いで。
6, Overlord.
始まりだ。
While most isekai anime protagonists set out on an adventurous journey with cute girls, the main character of Overlord just casually orders his subordinates to carry out world domination. Seriously, I know, Overlord is about as popular as an isekai anime can get, but let me tell you this, as someone who was violently spoiled about all the good things in the light novel, yes, both the narrative and the world building is far more compelling than what it seems on the surface. As for the plot, it starts off as a guy who forgets to log out and is now stuck in the world of the game, but is he though?
出る時が来た。私はここにアインズールゴウン魔導国建国を宣言する。
Number 5, Tanya the Evil.
強大な魔力反応。
Who wouldn't want to see a tiny little blonde girl being a cruel general in an alternate reality world war? Calm down, guys, it's all just fiction. It's not real. Anyways, so as I was saying, we have a tiny blonde girl who makes a name for herself and earns the epithet Devil of Rhine. But what the people of that world don't know is that she used to be a heartless manager in the modern day world who fired people to assert dominance. He was ultimately sent off to this world by Being X because he lacked faith. And that is what brings us to this epic and grim story that evolves into a world war. This is the saga of Tanya the Evil.
祖国の敵を打ち滅ぼす力を与えたまえ。
相当ひどいな。あんたの右手首。
Number 4, One Outs.
代をかけた男なら。
そして運命の3球目。
Next up at number 4, we have the anime called One Outs. Now, if you just look at the cover of the anime and read the synopsis, you might make the mistake of thinking that it's just an ordinary sports anime. It's not. In fact, it's a psychological anime first and then a sports anime. The protagonist is this absolute enigma of a man who takes people's souls with his extraordinary pitching skills. Not literally, but you'll see what I'm talking about when you decide to watch it. The protagonist has more in common with Light and Lelouch than he does with other sports anime protagonists.
いい気になって。そうやっている間にお前らは確実にハマっていたんだよ。あり地獄にな。
Number 3, Black Lagoon. Moving on, we have Black Lagoon at number 3, and this anime just features one of the most compelling and refreshing female protagonists of all time. We're talking about Revi, and let me tell you one thing, you just can't get enough of her. At times, she is totally indifferent to killing innocent children because of the circumstance, and then at other times, she is just a silly little girl. Do you know what she says in the first episode of the anime? She says that this is way more interesting than Hollywood is ever going to be, and all you need to do is watch a couple of episodes to see how true her words are. Number 2, Code Geass.
やめろ。間違いとはいえ実は兄だぞ。綺麗事で世界は変えられないから。
Very well then, at number 2 we have Code Geass. I can almost smell you thinking that the anime at number 1 is going to be Death Note. You are not wrong, and there's a reason why I put Death Note at number 1 and not Code Geass. We'll talk about that in a minute, but first, what's Code Geass? In simpler terms, it's the story of a man who is given the power of a king. The man's name is Lelouch. He is the son of the Britannian Emperor, and in the context of this story, Japan has been renamed as Area 11. After attaining the power of Geas, Lelouch sets out with a single-minded focus of killing the Emperor and uncovering the truth of his mother's death. Although, in his pursuit, he himself becomes the most dangerous man on the planet.
僕は正義だ。この上より弱い者を救い、誰もが理想とする新世界の神となる男だ。そしてその神に逆らう者。
Number 1. Death Note. This discussion then brings us to Death Note, which is the anime we have at number 1. You see, Lelouch was a lesser evil than Light Yagami, which is why I put Death Note above Code Geass. I mean, Light was just ruthless. Doesn't matter what you heard him say, let's be honest for a minute, the reason he went on such a killing spree has more to do with the fact that he was bored than it has anything to do with his moral compass. Otherwise, he never would have taken the lives of so many innocent people. In the pursuit of becoming the god of the new world, he became the devil and then perished.
ああ、自分でも格好のいい状態とはとても思えないが、そんなくだらないプライドは捨てる。
So, there you have it, folks. These were the top 10 animes where the main character is the villain. What do you guys think of these picks? Do you have any other animes that you want to add to this list? Go wild in the comments section. As always, a like and subscribe will always be most welcome, and if you're feeling particularly giddy about these anime recommendations, that super thanks button is always ready to be pressed by you at any moment now. Yep, any and all support is genuinely appreciated, and with that said, I'll see you guys on my next video.